Hello, I do welcome you once again. This is the second part in the advanced user login form. This video we are going to look at how we are going to code the login system so that it works the way we want it to work. And the next one too, we will be checking on how we can recover forgotten password and change user names or user password in case we feel someone has seen our or got access to our password and the username. So that's what we are going to do today. So what we will do is we go to the design view, then we right click on the build event on the login, go to build event. Now this one we like this the part 2 form we use, so we are going to clear everything here so that we start from the scratch. So we are going to clear all these ones. You don't need them. I'm going to clear all these ones. So we leave it the error handler code. We leave it the error handler code. So the first one we are going to declare our variables. The variable them user n. Them user n as string, then them pwd as string, then them user l as string. So we are going to assign values to these. We are going to assign values to this user these variables that we've created. So the next one we are going to assign value to the user name, the user n variable. So user n is going to be nz the lookup so we are going to look at the username from the user login, where username is equal to the txt user name. So if nothing shows, then it will return an empty string. Then the password is going to be nz the lookup password from user login, where password is equal to txt password. So if nothing at all, then it should return a string. Then the user level, this one is going to be a bit tricky. So the user level, we are going to look at the user level from the user login, where this one, since the login form we don't have any field for the user level, we are going to compare the username and the user level from the user login. We are going to compare that username there to the username we will enter in the form. So here to be, instead of the user login, should be username is equal to username in the login form. Yeah. All right, so that is it. So the next one is to check the nulls and the empty spaces. So if is null, main.txt username or main.txt username is equal to empty string, then message box. Please enter your username. It be okay only. Username required. Main.username dot caption dot set focus, sorry. Then else, this one we are not going to use else if, because it's just simple. So that's the difference you should note. So if we separate the if from the else, then that one you have to end all the ifs that you add. Yeah, so the next one to else, if is null, main.txt password or main.txt password is equal to empty, then will be okay only. Then this one to be password required, main.txt set focus. All right, so now we are going to compare the username and the password that we will enter into the login form, the login page. Yes, we are going to compare what we will enter and to what is in the registration form or the user login table. We are going to compare the two. So here it will be else if str, as for the comparison, we've done it before. So if that's user n, the user name we declared, the variable we declared, comma username, comma you choose the binary is 0, or then the password to str compare, so pwd comma password comma, if that one too is equal to 0, then message box. So the message box is going to be the username or password you is incorrect. Will be okay only. Check credentials. So here what we can do now is to do away with them, or yes, you can clean everything. So main.txt password is equal to main.txt username is equal to main.txt username.set focus. Yes, that is. Then the next one is to check the user level, so that, like I said, you have to give some controls to the admin that other users will not have access to. So in that case, we are going to add another condition, else if user level is not equal to 0. No, this one, yeah. This one we are going to compare the user levels. Because the user levels we have admin user 1 to user 5. So if this one is not equal to admin, if it is not equal to admin, then this one too, we have to check an error again. On error, resume next. Then we are going to get our username from the user table. So we are going to use, there's a keyword called termVars. The termVars is used to get any file or any, what should I say, any data from any part of the database. So we are going to use termVars to get the name, but we will upgrade. Don't worry, we will upgrade to a point whereby when you enter your name, after you log in, your name and your profile picture will appear on the main page. Yes, the main form. We will do that. So when we get there, you understand the termVars better. So now, you use temp vars into bracket. Username is equal to txt username dot value. So we have to open do cmd dot open form. Then what form are we to open? Main form. So when we open the main form, we have to do cmd dot close. We have to close the login form, AC form, main dot name. The main dot name is the name or the form, the current form we are working on. So now, since this one we are not dealing with the admin, so we are going to limit some portion of the main form that other users can use. So when we come to let's go to the main form. So the main form, I'll right click, go to the design view. We have some tabs here: classes, bills, student, payments, and expenses. But let's say we want the admin to have access to all the tabs. But if you are not admin, you only have access to the classes, the students, only the class and the students. So the bills, we are going to disable it if you are not an admin. So here you look at the bill. What is the name of the bill? That's navigation button 18. Looking at payment is 26 and expenses navigation button 30. So here the bills come to the other. You select, you copy it. So when we copy, we come to the code. So now this is going to be the code. So forms, then the main form, since there are two words together, you have to bring a square bracket to make sure. If not, it will give you error. So main form, then you close the square bracket, then you paste the navigation form 18 dot enabled. Dot enabled is equal to false. So we are locking 3 buttons. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to copy second, third. Then the first one was 18. The next second one, let me check it. So the bills was 18, the payment 26, and the expenses 30. So 26 and 30. So this one will be 26. 26 and 30. Good. So this one we are to disable it. Then the next one, so if the user is an admin, then that one we have to else you have to bring the term verse. Like I said, the term verse we will use it in the future. So username txt dot value, then it come to do cmd dot open form. Then what form are we to open? That's the main form. Then you have to close, do cmd dot close ac form main dot name. Yes, the main dot name is the name. Then when we are done, we have to end the if. But the error code I wrote here, no, I want to use another form of error handler. So that one is like on error, you have to go to an error handler. So an error, go to error handler. Then when we are done, we come to end it. So error. All right. So now we have to end all our ifs. So if ended one, come to the second one, end if, and if. All right. So these are the code for the login form. Let's check for errors. All right, the else, there's a wrong spelling for the else. Let me do the correction. All right, another, let's check it again. Right, since everything is in order, then it means we are good to go. Now, let me close this one. Let me close this one too. So I'm going to open login. Then the user name that we registered was do with me. Then ASDF 123. Let's log in and see. It says the username or password you entered is incorrect. Let's try again and see. Do with me. Then ASDF 123. Let's try again. I think there's a problem somewhere. Let's go and check. Let me close this one. User login. Then the password ASDF123. ASDF123. Okay. Then we go to the login form. Go and check our code to see if everything was in order. Username, user login. I've seen where the problem is. When we come to the password was wrongly spelled. Let me clear the E. All right. So, yes. Now let's go back and try and see. I'll save it. I'll close this one. Then let me open it again. So the login do ASDF 123. Let me log in and we see. So then we have to check it again. I think there's something wrong somewhere. So here the username. All right. The password. User level. All right, so here should be txt username, not user. Okay, all right, so let's go back and try again. Do with me ASDF 1 2 3. Now let's go back. It's like there are a lot of errors in the code, so don't worry, we will sort all of them out. So username, user level, where username is tst username. Then if it is null, then let's come here, username. So when we compare username to this one, should be the tst username. Yes, txt username. Then compare the password to, because we are comparing what we declared to what we will enter. Yes, so instead of the password should be txt password. That is the name of our text boxes. So message box, username, password. All right, so that is it. Like here, this is tst username and this is tst password. Yes, so I think that's where the problem was coming from. We are going to try one more time to see. This one, do with me ASDF 1 2 3. Then let's see. All right, here we are. So that was where the problem was coming from. So now that we are done, so that is it. I'm going to log out. Then we try again. Do with me, then the password ASDF 1 2 3. Login. That is it. Looking at, because now I'm the admin, I have access to all the tabs, So I'm going to create another account. I'm going to create another account for the users to see whether the code will work or not. So I'm going to log out. New user, yes. So I'll go to register. Then the first name is do. Then the last name is me. Sex, male, date of birth. All right, then the username is going to be do. I'm going to use the same username to see if it will allow, because we coded that I shouldn't allow. So I'm going to the phone number 12345 12345. All right, the password to is going to be ASDF 123. Yes, ASDF 123. I just want to try the code and we see. So the user level, so we have user. I will not. Okay, let me try admin 2 and see. Then question, favorite color, white. These forms, when you are filling, you have to be careful, because when you forget your password, these are some of the questions you'll be asked to enter before you'll be able to recover your forgotten password. So you have to know the answers and the questions you are choosing. So the next one is going to be pet name. The pet name is going to be do with me. Now let's go to register. Username already exists. Yes, so username, I'm going to do away with the me. Then I'm going to register. password already exists. Yes, so the password to it will not allow you to take a password that has been taken. So it's going to be A, so A4 J4. All right, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 4 A's and 4 J. Now let's register. The user level you selected already taken, so user level 2, let me use user 1. Now let's go to register. Register successfully. So the username is do it and the password A4. All right, so now you see when you register, it makes way for additional registers. So go to login, and I'm going to enter the credentials. That's do it. Then the password 1 2 3 4. That's A4 and J4. And I'm going to log in. So when we log in, now you could see that the class is active, but the bills is deactivated. The student is active. The payment and the expenses, they are all what? Deactivated. So that is it. That is it. That's the what the login form would do. So here it means if you are the admin, you have access to all the tabs, but if you are a user, then the only access you have is the classes and the tabs. So it depends on the privileges or the chances or opportunities you want to give to other users. So that is it. That is it. The next item, you are going to create the forgotten password. In case one forgets his or her password, you have to go and create a way to recover the forgotten password.